Good morning. We woke up to our first frost. It's the 2nd of December, and yeah, you can see by yourself. All white. They said the minimum temperature was 2, but as we can see, frost has fallen. Yesterday we saw some aubergines in our allotment, and I suppose the aubergines probably won't make it. We're gonna show you this tomorrow. See ya! Hello and a very warm welcome from a sunny afternoon in our garden. This will be our last garden tour, and we've had already our first frost. I'm just gonna show you what's around, what is still alive, and then yeah, I will give you a close-up of what is growing. So our parsley, we have like a jungle type corner. They're all kind of jungle type corners. We have some zinnias still alive after 2 frosts, probably not for longer than these days, but we will see. And then we have kale. Our ginger hasn't died, but the turmeric root that is right here has suffered the frost. I'm gonna try to kind of cover it with other plants and see if it can survive. I'm not very hopeful about that, but we'll see. It's all an experiment here. Parsley started to grow quite well, and we have mint. This part, eventually my idea was to leave it as a compost heap and to have like a wild habitat corner, but in the end all of it is like a wild habitat corner, and we like it like that. Then in a more orderly fashion, here we have our leeks and beets growing. We will leave them to be until they're ready to be picked. Then we have some colored greens, another zinnia that I think it's almost close to the end of its life. As you can see, our basil is completely dead. We're gonna cut the plants when we are able to. And then we have some kale, Galician cabbage that is like a jungle here. And we have a lot of self-sown chicories. As you can see, they're growing really well and they've gotten quite big. I'm so happy about these. We had chicories growing at exactly this spot. We had 3 plants that I left to go to seed, and then they self-seeded all around, which was one of my plants actually. And then I have here the other cucamelon that I started. It's growing here. You can see that it's damaged by the frost. Actually, it never gave a cucamelon. We were not at all lucky with the cucamelon fruits, but let's see. As they say, the tubers can be, yeah, you can see it all around the plant actually, but let's see. They say that the tubers can stay in the ground and you can kind of perennialize them. we will see if this will be an option for us. And then we have some more self-sown chicories, and we have daikon radish, which is growing nicely. It hasn't suffered too much from the excessive rain, but yeah, let's see. I'm very excited about these. And then all our basil is completely dead, but our peppers are okay. I think I'm gonna leave them. We have a friend that told us that his peppers survive from year to year, and he lived closer to Jerez. That is a really big and tall mountain close to here. Another peppers, these are like piri piri or chili peppers. So yeah, his peppers survive, so I'm gonna try to leave ours and see what happens. We have garlic, and yeah, these beautiful ones. You can see they're garlic scapes, not scapes, sorry, the garlic leaves. We planted them quite a long time ago. And then we have these Vietnamese mint, or Vietnamese coriander, sorry. Let's see how it goes with it. We have a lot of narrow leaf plantain, which we are leaving on purpose because we pick it a lot. And a zinnia plant that is doing fine. I mean, it's not severely damaged. We have others that are in worse state. And then here we have a jungle of plants that are taller than I am, and it's beautiful. We pick these leaves for the famous caldo verde, that is a traditional dish here in the north of Portugal. Calendula, which has been damaged by frost, and then we have Achillea and some other narrow leaf plantain, a colored green plant, and then we have these fava beans, which were planted a little bit later than the other ones we have. Then New Zealand spinach, that is doing okay. Our aubergines were damaged, quite damaged by the frost, but I will leave them anyway just to see what happens. And then yeah, these ones, you can see that they were even worse. They were not protected, but we have some days of rain coming and the temperatures won't be too low, so I'm gonna leave them. We picked our last aubergines yesterday, and yeah, they were quite small, but we will see. More fava beans together with the kale, the Achillea, the other Achillea plant that we have, and both, well, maybe this artichoke will be okay, but the other one that was on the side, I think it was around here, and I think wasn't able to make it. We have some lettuces, more fava beans, and we have our peas. We've used these kind of wigwam structures for the peas. They've been okay. A lot of them didn't germinate actually, so we will see. And then more lettuce. We have other self-sown chicories. The parents of these were planted last February. They didn't grow very well, but the plant seeded all over. So let's see if we can be successful. I had a sweet potato vine here growing. You can see that it couldn't make it through the frost. Lettuce and chicory This cosmos apparently takes frost very well, because this one is really tall and exposed, but nothing has gone wrong with it. So yeah, it's great. And those flowers are lovely, really. This plant actually makes me really happy because it took it so long to start blooming, but in the end it's really nice, and it has taken over all these corners, kind of protecting and mingling with the other plants, which is really nice. And yeah, you can see it's kind of wild under it too. And then we have this beautiful chicory that went to seed, but you can see, oh my god, this is taller than I am actually. Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you for joining me, and I wish you all the best.